Did you know your smart speaker might know more about you than your best friend? Yep, Alexa might just spill your secrets if she had a few drinks. Welcome to the digital age, where your gadgets aren't just smart, they're also a little nosy. Today, we're diving into the surprisingly creepy world of how smart devices could be spying on you. Spoiler alert, they're watching, listening, and maybe even silently judging your questionable late-night snack choices. Let's set the scene. You're sitting on your couch, scrolling through TikToks, and suddenly your smart TV shows you an ad for that obscure kitchen gadget you casually mentioned to your roommate last night. Coincidence? Maybe. Creepy? Definitely. Here's the thing, your smart devices are built to collect data. Lots of it. And while they're not technically spying on you like a secret agent in a Hollywood movie, they're definitely gathering way more information than you probably realize. Why? Because in today's world, data is the new gold. And you, my friend, are sitting on a digital treasure chest without even knowing it. So, let's break it down. First up, the usual suspects. Voice assistants like Alexa, Siri, and Google Assistant. You know, those friendly little helpers who answer your questions, play your favorite songs, and remind you to take the trash out. But here's the catch. These devices are always listening. Sure, they claim they only wake up when they hear their trigger word, but accidental activations happen. And those accidental recordings, they can end up being stored on servers, where actual humans might review them for quality assurance. That's right, there's a small chance some random tech employee has heard you sing off-key to 80s love ballads, or complain about your boss during your kitchen rants. Feeling awkward yet? And it's not just voice assistants. Smart TVs are getting in on the action too. Many of them have cameras and microphones built in for cool features like video calls or voice commands. But some models have been caught sending data about your viewing habits to advertisers. Imagine your TV ratting you out for binge-watching that reality show you swore you hated. That's next-level betrayal. Wait, there's more. Your smart fridge? It might not be sending your snack preferences to big tech, but it could be vulnerable to hackers if it's connected to the internet. And your smart doorbell? It's great for keeping tabs on package thieves, but some of those video feeds have reportedly been accessed by unauthorized users. In other words, someone could be watching your front porch without you even knowing it. Now, if you think this is all just theoretical, let me hit you with some real-life horror stories. Back in 2020, Samsung admitted that some of its smart TVs could be vulnerable to hackers. Translation: someone with enough technical know-how could theoretically watch you while you watch Netflix. Super comforting, right? Then there's the time a couple discovered that their Nest camera had been hacked. They were sitting in their living room when a stranger's voice suddenly started speaking through the camera's microphone. He was making creepy comments and even started talking to their baby through the camera in the nursery. Now, that's straight out of a nightmare. And let's not forget the time Amazon accidentally sent a couple's private Alexa recordings to a stranger. That's right, hours of their conversations sent to someone else's inbox. Amazon called it an unfortunate error. I call it terrifying. So what can you do about all this? Do you have to throw out all your smart devices, move to a cabin in the woods, and live off the grid? Not necessarily, unless that's your vibe, in which case go for it. But for the rest of us, there are some practical steps you can take to protect yourself. First things first, turn off features you don't need. If you're not using voice activation on your TV, disable the microphone. Not using the camera? Cover it up with a piece of tape or a webcam cover. Seriously, Mark Zuckerberg does it. And if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for us. Next, check your device permissions. A lot of smart devices come with default settings that give them access to way more than they need. For example, does your smart fridge really need access to your contacts? Probably not. Go through the settings and turn off anything that doesn't make sense. And don't forget about your Wi-Fi. A strong password is your first line of defense against hackers. If your password is still password23, we need to talk. Make it long, make it random, and for the love of all things secure, don't use the same password for every device. Now let's talk about data sharing. Many devices give you the option to opt out of sharing data with third parties. It's usually buried in the settings, but it's worth digging around to find it. And if a device doesn't give you that option, maybe think twice before buying it. Finally, keep your devices updated. So knowing software updates aren't just there to make your life inconvenient. They often include security patches that fix vulnerabilities. So if you've been hitting Remind Me Later for 6 months, it's time to hit Update Now. I know this all sounds a little overwhelming, but don't worry. You don't have to do it all at once. Start with the basics, like securing your Wi-Fi and covering up your cameras, and go from there. And here's a pro tip. If you really want to take your security game to the next level, consider using a password manager like LogMeOnce. It's a super easy way to keep all your passwords secure and unique without having to remember them all. Because let's be honest, nobody has time for that. So, what's your creepiest smart device moment? Have you ever caught your Alexa laughing randomly in the middle of the night? Or had your smart TV suggest something a little too specific? Drop your stories in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Bottom line is this. Smart devices are incredibly convenient, but they come with a side of privacy risks. The key is to stay informed and take steps to protect yourself. Because while your toaster probably isn't spying on you, it never hurts to be cautious. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more tips, stories, and digital drama. And remember, the next step in securing your digital life is to check out LogMeOnce and lock down your passwords. Stay safe out there.